Hello everyone. This talk is going to be about the artificial intelligence in healthcare. I will, skim through the slides. If you have time, just pause it and look at it. I want to thank the resources which I used in this presentation, and that will follow during the presentation. Anyway, let's start. So, disclaimer that I am not an expert in AI, but I have a small certificate in health informatics. There are two courses available, one from Stanford and one from MIT. So if you guys are interested, you can do that. So like I said, I want to thank these resources with this presentation. So why it's valuable in healthcare? As you guys can see that almost $15 trillion are spent on healthcare, and the other advantage is that data is available, so we can use it in healthcare. So three parts of the healthcare application: personal, just like Fitbit and other watches or applications which we use. Other is research. In this presentation, we'll just talk about how it can help the providers. So basically, there are four areas where AI can help. And you all know that machine can do tasks, and you must have read this report that a boy saw 17 doctors, and then ChatGPT finally got the diagnosis. So some definitions. So artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So basically, is just the development from 1950s till now, that how the technology is advanced, and we are learning more electronically and by computers. So what is artificial intelligence? It has many facets, which really fits into the ultimate analysis. So there are two part. One is traditional, where you command and the machine will give you an answer, and generative is where you can really generate new data, and that's what is becoming very popular. So there are two types of learning. One is supervised learning and one is unsupervised learning. So basically, it's an idea is that you have a prediction model in supervised learning. So how machine learning works? So basically, it has to go through natural language processing, and then deep learning, and ultimately through multiple training, finally the AI gets the right answer. So what is a large language model? It's a learning model. It's a pre-trained on a vast majority of the data. It could be text, images, speech, structured data, or signals. So publicly elevated large language models are, ChatGPT, very popular, and you guys just heard that Google has launched Gemini now, and so the idea about using AI is really to create. I think it started just with the recall, and then now the artificial intelligence is helping in creating new data. So the basic principle is you give a prompt to the AI, and AI give you the answer. But always remember, garbage in, garbage out. Your command has to be very specific and particular. And also, this is a very nice tool. The Microsoft has launched a Copilot. It's almost similar to any other large language model, which you can use as an AI. So let's see some examples where we can use AI in medicine. So education here, I commanded the ChatGPT to give me something for pediatric resident in a clerkship, and look at the output. It has created the educational model. We can use it as in making questions. See, there's a question I made, and I asked the ChatGPT to answer. So interestingly, the ChatGPT not only answered it right, but look at the reasoning. It gave all the right reasons. So basically now, honestly, it can help you with PowerPoint. For example, I gave a command to create some slides on jaundice, and it generated all the code, and it gave me 5 slides already made. Another example is, this is a 10-page paper I reviewed, and I said, you know what, let me just take the HTML form and paste it on ChatGPT. So ChatGPT not only answered the question right, but look at the other question which I put to the ChatGPT, and the ChatGPT answered that. So that's really amazing. The other thing is, like these days, when you submit your paper, the journal will ask you that have you used AI in making your paper? So again, this is really a whole lot of future. So some practical example, especially those who work in outpatient setting, you can have a lot of things done by the by the AI, and Doximetry ChatGPT is really very resourceful. So we asked some task, and then there are 4 tasks given on this slide. So whatever we ask, the ChatGPT can create an answer to that. So same thing, I asked the initially ChatGPT to give me something on a baby who is going home with jaundice, and it gave me like different windows. But same question when I asked the Doximetry GPT, look at the thing is itemized. What are the concerns the parent should follow in a baby who's going home with jaundice? So AI could be used as a scribe. Now the new technologies, you will be with the patient, and you don't have to really write anything. The AI can record the conversation and it can transcribe later. This is again fascinating. You guys can go to this website and see more in detail. So like I said, there are 4 areas where AI can help in healthcare. So diagnosis, like X-rays could be read by the AI. The EKGs are already read by AI, and we are getting an automated report. This is pertinent to NICU, so I don't want to spend much time there, because I want this talk to be as general as possible. And this is a paper published by my intern. Now she's going to be chief resident. I'm so proud about her. So Billy tool, like we talked about, and then the new device where we can predict the bilirubin. And then softwares, the EHRs are using AIs, and I hope somebody will make a like an output for syphilis treatment in neonates, because that is really needed. Now there is use of virtual reality, like resuscitation. You can learn on AI. Watch this video. This is fascinating. It gives you really a real kind of a scenario where you can 3-dimensionally look at the resuscitation process. And again, this is just taken from AI to show that how AI is useful in extracting data. So another important aspect is clinical decision support. Most of the EHRs these days offer the support while you are ordering. For example, in treatment of AKI, these guys develop a guideline where the machine can give like a command back that, what, don't you want to do this? Same thing with transitioning care in bronchopulmonary dysplasia. Same thing with the clinical decision support in recommending the tidal volume. So basically, they have an algorithm, they put it in the computer, and finally they got the results. Anyway, the idea is that you can use AI in clinical decision support, helping physicians. So understand that AI works in tandem, not against the providers. So we have to be friendly to AI, and we should use AI as our friend, not as an enemy. And we have to know that there are some legal and ethical consideration. Of course, AI is still in the training phase, and many ethical and legal concerns are there, which will resolve in due time. So some examples from recent publications. So this is the paper which asked the large language model to find some confidential content on adolescent notes. So the command was that find the information if it's there or not, and find the word or phrases. And unfortunately, it was not successful, as you can see with the very low specificity and on this one. So we do write a paper on that, and we said, still because of the problem with confidentiality, mother will have or parents will have access to charts. It will be very difficult to find confidentiality until you write it that way, because the computer will only detect the word when they are written there. The other example is how AI can help in clinical summaries. So of course there is a lot of variability, and there is a psychopathy where the machine gives you the answer which is most likely and prompt oriented. So basically, this is an example. Look at this. This is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pages summary, and the idea was to get it summarized. The point again which I want to make is garbage in and garbage out. If we write 8-page discharge summary, that's really, we have to work on it. Even with AI, it's a lot of words the AI to find. So make it simple. Otherwise, AI will not be that resourceful. So in summary, AI is really useful in healthcare. Generative AI could be used in teaching, education, and clinical practice. It holds promise in healthcare research. So this is the saying by Noam Chomsky that basically it's a high-tech plagiarism. And so there is a lot of concerns about AI as well. So our take is that AI is really not equal to IQ yet. Always remember that your IQ is better than AI, and AI in healthcare is really augmented intelligence. You still have to use your clinical judgment and all. So machine will not replace physicians, but physicians using AI soon will replace those not using it. This is from Lancet. So I hope you guys like this presentation, and put your concerned comments in the comment section. And these are my suggested reading. I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.